Hello everyone, this is Madhavi Karmodi, Assistant Professor in CSC Department. In this video, I will explain the implementation part of stack operations using arrays. In the previous video, we have already seen what is a stack data structure and what are the operations that we can perform on the stack data structure. In this video, completely I'll show the program with all the operations and execution process. Before seeing the program, let me revise the previous topic once. What is a stack and what are the operations that we can perform on the stack? First of all, stack is a linear data structure. In that all the elements are arranged in the sequential fashion. But in stack, there will be only one end open for us. With that end only, we can insert as well as we can delete the elements. So that end, we are calling it as a top of the stack. So from the top only, we can perform both insertions as well as deletions. In stack, the insertion operation, we are calling it as a push operation. And the deletion operation, we are calling it as pop operation. Let me explain the program. Before that, let me share my screen. Yeah, here I am opening the editor, gedit stack array.c. Okay, as usual, first include the files that are required for running your program. stdio.h is the basic file in C program. In this header file, we have printf and scanf definitions. Okay, first declare the size of the stack. Here I am declaring the size of the stack as 100. That means 100 elements I can store. I am declaring one more variable, top. We know the use of the tab top in next lines. So on stack we can perform. Here I am showing only three operations: push, pop, and display. Push operation is used for insertion and pop operation is used for deletion. Okay, if you want to print all the contents of the stack, then we will use display function. See here I am declaring the push operation and pop operation. Display. These are the operations that I am using in this. Okay, as usual in C program, execution starts from the main method. Here I have started the main method. So initially the stack is empty. If there are no elements in the stack, the top pointer points to the -1. Top pointer points to the -1. So initialize top pointer with -1. Okay. Next, I am writing menu program just for understanding sake. What are the operations that we can perform on the stack? I will show all those operations as a menu. Then from that, the user will select either insertion or deletion or display operation. Here I am asking the user to enter the size of the stack. Okay. So here in the beginning, here I have specified the maximum size of stack as 100. That means maximum 100 elements you can store. If you want to give your own size, you can give it. Okay, you can, if you want to store only 10 elements, you can specify the size as 10. So within that 10, you can store any number of elements, either 1 or 2 or 10. Okay, so I am again asking the user to enter the size for the stack. Let me maximize this screen so that you can see here printf enter the size of the stack, read the size from the user, %ld ampersand size So here I am taking the variable n for storing the size of the user. So for that, here I have to declare that n. Okay. Next, write the menu printf stack operations. Stack operations. Next, write the what are the operations you want to display. Push. Just for displaying second operation in the next line with the tab space, I'm writing /n and /t display operation. Okay, if the user wants to perform push operation, he has to select 1. If the user wants to perform pop operation, he has to select 2. Or if he wants to print, then he is to select 4. Sorry, 3. 4 is for exit. Okay, so here for displaying, for selecting the options, we need to write the loop statement. So do while printf enter the choice. Here we are asking the user to enter his choice. Okay, so whatever choice the user has entered, we need to capture that one, right? So we need to place that choice in the variable, in one variable. So for that, here I am taking one variable ch. So this ch is for storing the user entered choice. %d %ch. Whatever value the user is entering, that value will be stored in the variable ch. Okay. Now, here I am writing switch case for executing all the cases. Case 1, I am writing in case 1, I am calling the push function. Once the push function execution is over, I want to break this one. Okay. Next, case 2, pop, break. Case 3 is for display. Display, break. Case 4 is for exit. Okay. So here, instead of writing exit method, here I am writing one printf statement for printing some message. Okay. Exit, end of the program. End of the program. Okay. So whenever the user selects the 4th option, it will print the message like end of the program and it will be terminated. Break. Okay, so here we need to write one default block also. So when this default block will be executed is whenever the user selects the wrong choice or wrong choice. In that case, the default block will be executed. Okay, here I am printing one message like printf choose correct option. Okay, suppose if the user enters other than 1, 2, 3, 4, then automatically it will not be matched with any one of the above cases. So we'll come out of that all the cases and the default block will be executed. Okay. Next, this is the switch statement. Close the switch block and close the do. So here this loop should repeat until the choice not equal to 4. Okay. So here I am using do while loop for writing the conditions. Now write each and every here the do while loop is over. You need to close the main method, return 0, close the main method. All right. Now we need to write individual methods. push function, push. So while inserting the elements into the stack, first of all, we need to verify whether the stack is full or not. So how to check the stack full condition? If your top pointer is pointing size -1 position. So here, what is the variable that we have declared for the size? Okay. If your top pointer is pointing to the top pointer value is greater than or equal to n-1. n-1 means n is your size, right? So in that case, the stack is full. Stack is full. Insertion not. Push operation is not possible. So this stack full condition is also called as overflow condition. If the stack contains some empty locations, then only we can insert the elements. If the stack is full, we can't insert the elements, right? Now next, else case. Else case means if the stack contains some empty locations. Okay, if stack contains some empty locations, we should ask the user to enter the inserting element. Enter the element, what he wants to insert. Okay, so whatever value the user is entering, that value we should capture and we should place it in one variable, right? So for that, we need to take one variable. Here I am taking the variable ELE. So I should declare that ELE, right? So I am declaring that ELE in the beginning itself. Okay, here I have declared ELE, right? Once you accept the value from the user, then we should push that value into the stack. So always the insertion and or pushing operation will be done from the top of the stack only. So in stack insertion, first the top pointer will be incremented by 1. Then wherever the stack pointer is pointing, stack top pointer is pointing, at that position we should insert the element. Okay, stack of top equal to ELE. So these are the two steps for inserting the elements into the element into the stack. Okay, so once the insertion is done, close the else block and close the push function. Close the push function. Let us see the pop function also. So pop function is used for removing the element from the stack. Here in stack, there is only one end. From that end only we can perform both pushing as well as pop operations, right? So here also same, we will pop the element from the top of the stack only, right? Let us see, if you want to perform deletion operation, compulsory there should be some elements in the stack. If your stack is empty, we cannot perform deletion operation. Okay, so before performing the pop operation or deletion operation, verify whether your stack is empty or not. So how to verify the stack emptiness condition? If your top pointer is pointing -1, that indicates that stack is empty. So use that condition for verifying the emptiness. If top equal to -1, that indicates that stack is empty. If stack is empty, insertion is not possible. Sorry, deletion is not possible. Stack is empty. Pop operation is not possible, right? So what is the name of the empty condition of the stack? Underflow. Okay, so we should remember these keywords. Sometimes in the examinations they will ask what is overflow and what is underflow. The stack full condition is called it as overflow, and stack empty condition is called underflow. Okay, printf stack is empty, pop is not possible. Pop operation is not possible. Else, suppose if your stack is not empty, then what we need to do? Okay, We need to remove from the top element from the stack, and that element, if you want to know what element that is deleted from the stack, just print it by using printf statement. Okay, always from the stack, the topmost element will be deleted first. Why? Because your stack follows last in first out principle. That means lastly inserted element will be removed first. Okay, whatever element you have inserted recently, that element will be deleted first, right? So here, suppose if you want to know which element your top point, which element you are popping from the stack, you just print it by using printf statement. Okay, print it by using printf statement /n/t, just for understanding purpose. The statement is just optional. Okay, if you want to see which element you are deleting, you just print it, otherwise no need. Okay, see, popped element is where the popped element, which element that will be popped from the stack? Top of the stack element. Okay, topmost element of the stack. So stack of top. Okay, so this always top of the stack will be removed from the stack. That removed element we are printing on the screen. Popped element is, suppose if top of the stack element is 10, so here it will print the message like popped element is 10. Okay, so with this statement, the element is removed from the stack. If the element is not there in the top position, if top position is empty, your top pointer should not points. Okay, always your top pointer should points to the topmost element. If you remove the topmost element, next element will be the topmost element, right? So after deletion, we should make the next element as top element. So for making the next element as top element, you have to decrement the top pointer by 1. All right. So in case of insertion operation, first we are incrementing the top pointer by 1, then we are inserting the element. But in the case of pop operation, first we are removing the element from the stack, then we are decrementing the top pointer by 1. So these 2 points you have to remember. So here the pop operation is over. Close the else flow and close the pop function. Okay, let us see the display function also. Okay, if you want to print the contents of the stack, we use display function. So here also same, if your stack contains some elements, then only we can print it. If your stack is empty, we cannot print it. Nothing is there in the stack, then printing is not possible, right? So here, before printing the elements or printing the contents of the stack, first check whether the stack is empty or not. If stack is empty, nothing to be printed. If stack contains some elements, then only we can print it. Okay, again same condition. If top equal to -1, that indicates that stack is empty. Okay, I'm copying that statement. Stack is empty. Okay, if stack contains some elements, that means else case, then we can print it. Printf stack elements are okay. So here we should print all the elements of the stack. We should print all the elements of the stack. So for that we need to take one looping statement. Here I am using for loop for traversing, for looping all those elements. Okay, so here always in stack we have only one pointer, top pointer. The top pointer always points to the top element. So we should not move top pointer to print all the elements. That is the reason why what we need to do is we need to take one extra pointer I. Okay, so assign that I to the top position so that the printing will be done from the topmost element. Okay, after assigning, just check the condition. If your I value is greater than or equal to 0, then only we can print the elements. So here we'll write the condition later. Okay, suppose if your top, first I am initializing I value to top. That means I value points to the top position. That top value I need to print. So write the printf statement. Printf %d /n %d. Okay. So stack of top. Sorry, here stack of I. Wherever the I pointer is pointing, that value we need to print it. Okay. So with this statement, first the topmost element will be printed on the screen. Okay. After printing topmost element, we need to move to the next position for printing next element. Right? So here we need to go down to the stack. So decrement the I value by 1, so that after printing topmost value, it comes to the next element of the top element. Okay. Next, after coming to the next position, again it will verify whether that I value, wherever the I is pointing, that address is greater than 0 or not. If it is greater than 0, that position element will be printed on the screen. So this loop will be repeated until all the elements of the stack is over. Okay. Whenever I value is less than 0, that indicates that it is going out of the stack. All the elements are over. So at that situation, this for loop will be, we will come out of that for loop. So this is the statement for looping through all the elements of the stack and printing all the elements of the stack. Close the else block and close the display function. Okay. So with this, the program is over. Save the program and try to run the program. Okay. GCC file name.c. Yes, there is an error at line number 53. Too many arguments, right? Yes. See the out at line number 53. In which function? Pop function. Okay. Go to the program and correct that error. In pop function, popped element is stack of top. Top element is %d missing. %d. Okay, whatever element here we are printing, that is of type integer, right? So %d. Save it. Go back. Close the program and go back and compile it. No errors. Successfully compiled. Let us see the execution. ./a.out. Okay, it is asking us to enter the size of the stack. So already maximum size I have declared it as 100. So within that size, you can use any number of elements. Now I don't want to use 100 locations. I am giving the new size as 5. My stack size is 5. Okay, so it is showing the menu. First option is push, second option is pop, third option display, fourth option is exit. Now I am entering choice 1. Okay, it is asking us to enter the element 10. Again, I am inserting one more element 20. I am inserting one more element 30. Now I want to check. I want to see all the elements of the stack. Okay, so here I am selecting the display operation. Okay, see here stack elements are 30, 20, 10. Okay, so which is the lastly inserted element? 30. So lastly inserted element will be in the top position, right? See, now I want to delete the element from the stack or pop the element from the stack. So I am selecting the choice as 2. Okay, let's see the message. Popped element is 30. Okay, so here the stack follows last in first out principle. Lastly inserted element is 30. That element will be in the top position and topmost element will be deleted first, right? Now once again I am trying to display the contents of the stack. Now after deletion of 30, the stack contains only 2 elements, right? See the full condition of the stack. I am entering the choice as 1. Okay, I'm inserting 30. Again, choice 1, 40, choice 1, 50. Okay. Now I want to display, see the contents of the stack. 3. 5 elements are there. Now I'll try to insert one more element. Okay. If I select choice 1 itself, it is showing the message like stack is full. Okay. Stack is full. Push operation is not possible. Okay. Now see the deletion operation, pop operation again. Popped element is, now what is the recently inserted element? 50. So that 50 is coming out first. Now second choice, 40. Now 40 is deleting. Now 30 is deleted. Now 20 is deleted. 10 is deleted, right? All 5 elements are deleted. Let us see again. I am trying to pop the elements from the stack. Now it is showing that stack is empty. Pop operation is not possible, right? So these are the operations that we can perform on the stack, push and pop. Okay, push operation is for inserting the elements into the stack. Always the insertion will be done from the top of the stack. While performing the insertion, the top pointer will be incremented by 1. Then the insertion will be, wherever the top pointer is pointing, at that position we will insert the element. Similarly, in case of pop, first element will be removed from the top position. Then we should make the next element as top element. So for that reason, we need to decrement the top pointer by 1. In insertion, first incrementation will be done, then insertion will be done. But in deletion, first deletion will be done, then decrementation will be done. Right? This is all about the operations performed on the stack using arrays. So let us see the last option, fourth option. Fourth option is exit. So it will print the message like end of the program, and it is come out of the program. Right? So this is all about the stack operations using arrays. In next video, I'll explain how to implement the same stack operations using pointers. Okay. See you soon in the next video.